Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the WWE 2K24 Universe mode. And here we are on Friday Night Smackdown, the first Smackdown after Extreme Rules, and we are starting the WWE Tag Team Titles tournament. So we were told before Extreme Rules by Batista that this tournament was going to happen in the lead up towards Crown Jewel. But speaking of Batista, earlier on tonight he had some words for the WWE Universe to update us on what's going on tonight. He says, as the general manager of SmackDown, it's my duty to provide the WWE Universe with the absolute best in professional wrestling. Tonight we're starting off with the WWE Tag Team Championship tournament. We will also witness the return of the prestigious King of the Ring, and next week the Queen's Crown tournament will also begin. Now before we start the show, Steve, I have a bone to pick with you. Announcing these tournaments before me, you were only able to do so because your little Monday Night Raw is on earlier in the week. I'm not stupid. I know who is pulling the strings behind the scenes, but don't worry because the animal is always one step ahead. So I wonder what that's all about. It seems like Batista's trying to get a little bit of a dig at Stone Cold Steve Austin. We're not too happy that he was able to announce these tournaments before he was able to announce them on Friday Night Smackdown. Obviously he had already announced this tournament, the WWE Tag Team Titles, but the King of the Ring and the Queen's Crown tournament, he wasn't able to announce that before Monday Night Raw. But as for now, we have the New Day coming up against a pretty newly formed Hurt Business. So Bobby Lashley bringing back the Hurt Business name with the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, and they're going to be going up against the New Day. And look who's back in WWE. Big E has officially made his return in Universe mode. It's going to be interesting to see where Universe mode takes him and the New Day. But we're going to get started with this tournament. New Day, former tag team champions, one of the best tag teams there's ever been, coming up against the Street Profits. Let's get into this one. So the crowd absolutely delighted to see the return of the New Day, and specifically Big E making his return. So it is Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods going up against Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins to kickstart this match, and a DDT right out the gate. Bobby Lashley and Big E at ringside. Those two have a bit of history together surrounding the WWE Championship. Big E successfully cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase a few years ago against Bobby Lashley. A wounded Bobby Lashley that was. But Kofi Kingston now looking to stay on top of things here against Angelo Dawkins. A big kick to the spine of Angelo. Now stomping away at the arms, just trying to take away a bit of the power game of Angelo Dawkins. He's a powerful man, but he can also fly as well. Both these teams love to fly over the ropes and use a springboard as much as possible. Montez Ford up onto the apron now, and Bobby Lashley with a bit of a distraction here. He's got some words for Kofi Kingston. Need to stop arguing here and pay attention to the match, to be honest. And a huge right hand delivered to Montez Ford, who was just on the apron there. And Montez Ford falling down, luckily not into Angelo Dawkins. Kofi Kingston to the outside, and Angelo Dawkins was looking to hit a cross, a double axe handle. I don't know what I was on about a cross there, but Kofi Kingston feeling it here as they both make their way back into the ring. Angelo Dawkins trying to take control, but Kofi Kingston with the upper hand. Now a huge right hand delivered by Angelo Dawkins there, and slamming Kofi Kingston head first into the mat. Now they're locking up here and sending Kofi Kingston into the corner is Angelo Dawkins. Angelo Dawkins now sending him back into the corner again, and off of the ropes into a bulldog. Now into the cover. This one could be all over. Has Kofi Kingston got any fight left in him? Yes, he does. A 2 count there. Able to kick out. Now slamming Kofi Kingston head first into the mat again is Angelo Dawkins. Just trying to slow the pace down a little bit here and quieten the crowd down. The crowd definitely behind the New Day, but Kofi Kingston able to find a way back into this one, and a DDT delivered. Kofi Kingston potentially looking for the tag, but Angelo Dawkins not going to allow Xavier Woods into this matchup. Xavier Woods is the freshest man here. He's yet to even be tagged in. The Street Profits are doing well at isolating Kofi Kingston. And Kofi again looking to maybe get the tag, but so is Angelo Dawkins. Angelo Dawkins looking for the hot tag, but Bobby Lashley getting himself involved again. And Kofi Kingston needs to stop allowing Bobby Lashley to distract him, but Montez Ford struggling to get around his partner there, but able to take advantage. Kofi Kingston really struggling right now, but Montez Ford off of the springboard into the DDT. And Kofi Kingston finally gets the hot tag. Xavier Woods into this match. Potentially able to turn things around for the New Day. But no, Montez Ford stays on top of things here. Big right hand delivered. And Kofi Kingston needs to get himself out of the ring. Otherwise, could be a disqualification. And Xavier Woods was looking for a knee, but Montez Ford was able to get out of the way of it. Now into the corner. Xavier Woods with a big right hand. Sending Montez Ford into the ring, and Xavier Woods into the sunset flip, into the cover. This one could be all over, a 2 count, but he may be able to get the shoulder up was Montez Ford. Angelo Dawkins, I believe, gave a bit of a kick to the face, and Xavier Woods rolls to the outside. Chaos going on just there, I couldn't even keep up. But Montez Ford, he may have been looking for a suicide dive there, but Xavier Woods was having none of it. Now Xavier Woods is a little bit isolated here, but he's able to turn things around, but then a clothesline delivered by Montez Ford. Every time that the New Day seem to get some kind of offense in, the Street Profits are able to just shut it down. Back and forth we go between these two. Xavier Woods measuring, and a kick delivered to the chest and to the heart of Montez Ford. Now dragging Montez Ford into the corner, potentially looking for a tag here. Kofi Kingston back into this match. Into the neck breaker and a kick to the spine. Angelo Dawkins wants back in this match. Montez Ford is struggling a little bit right now. And Kofi Kingston with a drop kick, and the referee's been wiped out as well. Angelo Dawkins once in this match. The referee has been absolutely wiped out. Kofi Kingston feeling it though here. Potentially looking for the suicide dive. Kofi Kingston going for it over the top rope and takes out Montez Ford on the outside. Well, what a match this has been to start off Friday Night Smackdown. Montez Ford now into the neck breaker, taking advantage of things. Is anyone going to make use of any weapons, or Bobby Lashley or Big E going to get themselves involved? It doesn't look like it. The referee's back to his feet. And into the cover now. For the victory for the Street Profits. 2 count, and Kofi Kingston able to get his shoulder up. And a quick kip up there by Kofi. But into some trouble. A Uranagi delivered by Montez Ford. Now Montez Ford slamming Kofi Kingston down to the canvas. A lot of power on display here tonight by Montez Ford. Montez Ford now heading to the top rope. Could be looking to end this one into the frog splash. This one's all over. You got to believe it. For the victory for the Street Profits. No, Kofi Kingston gets the shoulder up. Incredible. Well, the crowd loving this right here. Trying to get behind the New Day. Trying to give Kofi Kingston that extra bit of life, but Angelo Dawkins going to keep on the offense. Try and keep Kofi Kingston off his feet. Stamping away at the spine. Kofi Kingston now trying to get himself back into it, but no, again, the Street Profits just able to take advantage into the cover now, sorry. Now 2 count, and 2 3/4. Kofi Kingston is struggling here. Montez Ford wiping out Xavier Woods. Kofi Kingston now, trying to get himself back into this one. He does so. Looked to maybe take out Montez Ford on the apron. Wasn't successful, but managed to hit that springboard crossbody. Now maybe looking for another tag. No. Not bringing Xavier Woods into this match just yet. Kofi Kingston keeping on the assault, just driving Angelo Dawkins head first into that turnbuckle. And now targeting the leg of Angelo Dawkins. Kofi Kingston, has he got much fight left in him? Is the big question. Neckbreaker delivered. A tag made to Xavier Woods. Kofi Kingston looking a little bit tired right now. Xavier Woods off of the springboard. Kofi Kingston will need to get himself out of the ring. That's what the referee is telling him. Otherwise there's going to be a disqualification here. And Angelo Dawkins accidentally taking out the ref once again. Well, the referee's not had a good night here tonight, has he, so far? Xavier Woods heading to the outside here. It looked like he may have been thinking for a second about potentially getting a weapon, but he's decided not to. And Angelo Dawkins taking advantage of that moment of hesitation by Xavier Woods. Montez Ford back into this matchup. Oh, a big elbow delivered across the jaw. The referee just making his way back to his feet now. Montez Ford into the DDT off the springboard again. Into the cover. This one could be all over. Is Xavier Woods able to kick out here? Yes. Big kick out by Xavier. More damage needed to be done. Bobby Lashley likes what he's seeing right now, but the same can't be said for Big E. Big E's return. He won't want his partners to suffer a loss here, but Montez Ford goes flying to the outside. Big E trying to keep himself out of this one. He doesn't want to have this match end in disqualification. Montez Ford now makes his way back into the ring. I'm sure he'll take a count-out victory if possible. Kofi Kingston sent to the outside as well. And now Big E getting himself involved, having some words with Montez Ford. Trying to be a bit of a distraction and give New Day the advantage. Xavier Woods able to take advantage right now of that distraction. Into the cover. Could this one be all over for the victory? No, Montez Ford has more fight left in him. Now Xavier Woods, the power of Xavier into a gut buster. Now into the cover again. Angelo Dawkins feels that Montez Ford needed his assistance. Breaking up the count there, and Kofi Kingston with a bit of a cheap shot there. These teams know exactly what's at stake. A place at Crown Jewel and an opportunity to become WWE Tag Team Champions. That's what's on the line. And a huge drop kick to the side of the head of Xavier Woods. Now Montez Ford to the top rope, but Xavier Woods able to get the tag, and oh my goodness, the speed of Montez Ford just costing the New Day there. Now Montez Ford may be looking to just wipe out both members of the New Day right now. It's an impressive showing so far by the Street Profits. Really being able to control this match. A tag again. Angelo Dawkins, and that's got to be it. Surely this one's all over. Into the cover, but Xavier Woods is in the ring and able to break up the pin. We're sent to the outside, and Montez Ford. And now Angelo Dawkins looking to finish the match, and I'm sure this one's all over. The Street Profits for the victory to progress towards the WWE Tag Team titles. And they've done exactly that. One hell of a victory. Angelo Dawkins picking up the pinfall. My word. The Hurt Business are back. What a win that is for these men. Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford progressing towards Crown Jewel and the WWE Tag Team Championships. So the Street Profits officially progressing in the WWE Tag Team Tournament, but as for now we have Alpha Academy in the next matchup in this WWE Tag Team Tournament. But interestingly enough, just before this matchup, backstage, we've got some footage from the CCTV. It seems like Chad Gable is having a bit of a word with Kurt Angle. Interesting to see that, and I wonder what that means going forward. Could Kurt Angle be getting involved in the Alpha Academy, maybe? We'll have to see what happens there, but as for now, Chad Gable out here with Otis. The Alpha Academy recently moving over to Friday Night Smackdown. The acquisition was made by Batista to bring Alpha Academy over to Friday nights. Clearly, he probably had them in mind when he was bringing this tournament into play and these tag team titles over to the blue brand. And maybe he felt like Alpha Academy could be a strong contender for those titles. So Alpha Academy going to be in action for the first time on Friday nights. Who are they coming up against? The Alpha Academy coming up against the Creed brothers. Well, this is going to be an interesting matchup. Some very athletic individuals in this match. The Creed brothers making their debut in universe mode. Going to see how far they can go in this universe. Are they going to be able to be the inaugural WWE Tag Team Champions on Friday nights? We'll have to wait and see, but one hell of a challenge in front of them with Alpha Academy, a team that's been around for a while, versus a team that's just pretty much debuting on the scene, you could say. So the Creed brothers hyping themselves up. We're going to get into this match and see who is going to progress to face the Street Profits. Oh, hold on a second. Chad Gable just tagging himself in here. Okay. Well, Chad Gable deciding that he's the man who wants to start this matchup. I wonder what that's all about, but the Creed brothers in their first matchup against Alpha Academy. Alpha Academy only recently drafted, or swapped, should I say, over to Friday Night Smackdown. Batista brought them in, and Chad Gable showing exactly why he wanted to start this match. Now taking him down to the canvas into a crossface. Julius Creed in trouble here. Chad Gable not able to keep it locked in though. Julius Creed able to get out of that one. Now slamming Chad Gable down to the mat. Be interesting to see what the Creed brothers can do in this universe mode. Going for a tag now. Brutus back into this match, or I should say into this match for the first time. And Chad Gable now showing his athleticism. Now locking up here, and Chad Gable, could he be looking for the ankle lock maybe here? No, just targeting the leg, trying to weaken that leg of Brutus Creed, but he tags in Otis now. I guess Chad Gable wanted to do a little bit of damage before allowing the big man Otis into this match. Now Otis just showing his dominance. Julius Creed a little bit in the way right now, but that's probably the cameraman's fault rather than Julius Creed. Now Brutus. What a match this is between these two big boys. Brutus Creed able to fly from the top rope, which you don't see very often from Otis. Now the Creed brothers just trying to take control and perhaps isolate Otis here away from his partner Chad Gable. But Otis able to fight back into this. A stalling suplex now by Otis. Look at the power. The tree trunk slamming down Brutus Creed. And Otis looking for a headbutt, but Brutus Creed saw it coming. Able to get out of the way. Now potentially looking for that tag that he wanted earlier on. Julius Creed back into this one. So the winners of this match will actually be going on to face the New Hurt Business, or the Street Profits, whatever you want to call them. As the Street Profits earlier on tonight were victorious in the first match of the WWE Tag Team Titles Tournament. And now right here we have the second match, so in a couple of weeks it will be the winners of this match versus the Hurt Business. Brutus Creed slamming down Otis to the mat. At the moment, the Creed brothers are doing very well at isolating Otis, but into the cover now. Chad Gable not looking to get involved here. I guess he has faith in Otis to be able to kick out. Chad looking for the hot tag. Looking a little bit frustrated there that Otis isn't able to make the tag. There's a potential opportunity there for Otis to tag in Chad Gable. Chad just taking out Julius Creed on the other side there, making sure that Otis can keep the advantage. Now Brutus Creed just stamping away at Otis, and the knee to the neck. Now Otis back to his feet, but straight back into the grasp of Brutus Creed, and a shoulder tackle delivered. Brutus is feeling it here. Otis again was looking for that tag, but wasn't able to make it. Now Brutus Creed with Otis up, and the power slamming him back down to the mat. And Otis looking for the tag here. Can Brutus Creed interrupt that tag? No, he can't. Chad Gable makes his way back into the ring, but he's met by a drop kick there by Brutus Creed. Chad Gable potentially saving this match for the Alpha Academy. Julius Creed making his way into this match now. And he's looking to take out Otis on the apron there, but a drop kick delivered by Chad Gable. Julius Creed creating some space here, and now able to take advantage. Oh, but Chad Gable as well, able to do the same thing, taking Julius Creed into the corner. May have been looking for a tag there, but Julius Creed able to take advantage on the belly-to-belly suplex there. Chad Gable now taking a breather. And Brutus back into this match. Oh, the chemistry between these teams is definitely impressive, but you have to say that the Creed brothers are definitely working together a lot better than Alpha Academy right now. Constantly keeping each other fresh, tagging each other in, trying to isolate the team of Alpha Academy by splitting the ring in half, which they did especially successfully against Otis. But Chad Gable proving to be a little bit more of a tricky character here. Chad Gable now looking for maybe a crossface there, potentially, but releases the hold. Brutus Creed now to the outside, and Chad Gable delivering some big right hands to Julius Creed, and now Brutus into the corner, and oh my word, Chad Gable that took out Otis. Surely that was a mistake, no? Surely. What's going on now? Oh my goodness. A baseball slide delivered to our Alpha Academy. My word. Well, things are breaking down here. The referee needs to get control. Chad Gable sent back into the ring. I'm sure that was an accident by Chad Gable. He surely didn't mean to take out Otis just then. But Brutus Creed now. Chad Gable's in big trouble here. He's isolated. Otis is able to just about make it back to his feet, and Chad Gable able to fight his way out of the grasp of Brutus Creed. So Chad Gable had taken Julius off of the apron a second ago, but then it seemed to backfire, and into the cover now. Alpha Academy for the victory. No. Brutus Creed able to get the shoulder up. Julius Creed broke that pin up a little bit late there, to be honest. Feel like if Brutus wasn't able to get the shoulder up, that would have probably been the end of the match. Brutus Creed in a bit of trouble now. Otis is feeling it here. Otis slamming Brutus Creed down. Alpha Academy could potentially be looking for the victory here, but Brutus Creed just slowly crawling over. Otis is allowing him. Oh my goodness, into the body splash. Didn't get all of it. Just stopping Brutus Creed from being able to tag in Julius. Chad Gable back into this one though. Just had a bit of a word with Julius Creed there. Couldn't quite make out what he said, but... Oh, Brutus Creed able to turn things around. And Alpha Academy trying to close in on the victory here, but the Creed brothers are not going to lie down easily. And now into another belly-to-belly delivered to Chad Gable. And Julius Creed is back into this one. Chad Gable just in the corner, trying to take a bit of a breather, but Julius Creed is not going to allow Chad Gable to have much time to recover. Now Julius Creed, the power on display, the athleticism of the Creed brothers is impressive. Stomping away at the arm now. And again, another tag. This chemistry and this teamwork between the Creed brothers is definitely something to behold. Now, the Creed brothers potentially looking to end this match. No. Chad Gable into a side body slam with a helicopter. Oh, and a slap to the back of the head as well. Chad Gable just sending a bit of a message to Brutus Creed there. Now Otis is into this one. And a big right hand delivered by Otis. Otis looking to take out Julius Creed on the apron. Slams him down spine first. Brutus Creed is not happy with that. Targeting. Oh my word, Otis. Look at the power. Letting all the blood rush to the head and then slamming him down. Looked like his spine may have grazed across that announce table. But Brutus Creed is not going to escape very lightly from the grasp of Otis. But Brutus Creed now turning things around. Big right hand delivered. Oh my word. The power. Oh, slamming Otis down on the outside here. Oh my goodness. Brutus Creed could maybe be looking to get a count out victory here. Brutus Creed. It's an 8 count. Oh my word. Is he going to be able to make it back into the ring? I'm not sure. Brutus Creed for the victory. Oh my word. The Alpha Academy have lost via count out. Well, my word. That match didn't go very well according to plan for the Alpha Academy. Otis and Chad Gable seem a bit disappointed, but Chad Gable seems to be leaving Otis here. Chad Gable seems very disappointed in his partner. My word. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event of the evening, where we have the King of the Ring, the first King of the Ring matchup on Friday Night Smackdown, and we have the Viper himself, Randy Orton, in action. Back in the main event scene is Randy Orton, potentially looking to head towards that WWE Undisputed Universal Championship to take on the Bloodline and Roman Reigns once again. We all know that Randy Orton was wiped out by the Bloodline and potentially almost ended his career. So the Viper, I'm sure, will be looking for some sort of revenge, and taking that championship from Roman Reigns would be one way to start. But Randy Orton did start this career mode, or this universe mode, over on Monday nights, and recently moved over to Friday Night Smackdown on the Blue brand. But one other thing that we need to address is what on earth Randy was doing at Extreme Rules, randomly just getting involved in the matchup between Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes and actually delivering an RKO to Cody Rhodes. I thought that they were good friends, but the Viper, for some reason, decided to turn on his long-term buddy and his former mentee, the mentor wiping out one of his former students. So we're going to see what type of attitude Randy Orton has here tonight. He'll be looking to crown himself as the King of the Ring. That won't be good for anyone on the roster if the Viper is able to be victorious and win the King of the Ring tournament. So Randy Orton awaiting his opponent, and it's none other than Jey Uso, the man who was involved in that match at Extreme Rules, successfully defeated Cody Rhodes and actually left Cody Rhodes injured. So Cody Rhodes is going to be out with an injury for about 12 weeks now. So we're not going to see him for a little bit of time now. And Jey Uso still rocking the black and red. Don't see any more Yeet merchandise, so I wonder if he's left that behind. But Jey Uso coming out here looking to win the King of the Ring tournament. But that's a little bit awkward because it seems like he's kind of sided himself with the Bloodline. Yet he could be about to maybe progress in the King of the Ring tournament, and then he obviously gets a title shot at the champion on his respective brand. And at the moment, both champions are part of the Bloodline. The United States Championship held by his brother Jimmy Uso, And then the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship held by Roman Reigns, of course. Randy Orton explosively starting this matchup. Oh, and into a neck breaker. And then a huge clubbing blow to the back of the neck. Randy Orton looking a little bit vicious here tonight. Just looking to wipe out Jey Uso and progress in this tournament. Jey Uso sent him to the ropes. Randy Orton now. Oh, a huge elbow delivered. Stomping away at Jey Uso. Jey able to slip out of his grasp for a moment. But Randy Orton, a huge kick to the midsection and to the gut of Jey Uso, and a clothesline delivered. Randy Orton. A new kind of attitude being shown here tonight. Big right hand delivered to the back of the head. Dragging Jey Uso into the corner. So yeah, Cody Rhodes is going to be out for about 12 weeks, which means he'll probably be back around the time of SummerSlam. But unfortunately, that may mean that he misses out on that show entirely. He won't be around for Survivor Series. Oh, hold on a second. Randy Orton has had the upper hand in this matchup, but Drew McIntyre, they've been going back and forth for a couple of weeks now. Randy Orton wiped out Drew McIntyre backstage, and Drew's here behind Randy Orton, and oh my goodness, it looked like, oh my word, oh my goodness, I can't believe the referee hasn't noticed this just yet. Randy Orton able to get out of the way of it there. This interference by Drew McIntyre really has not gone according to plan. My word, Drew McIntyre sent down to the mat, and luckily the referee, oh my goodness, that really did backfire for Drew McIntyre. That's a little bit embarrassing, to be honest, but Randy Orton definitely showing a new attitude, but Jey Uso now able to take advantage. So I guess Drew's plan to throw Randy Orton off has kind of worked, to be honest. Big elbow drops being delivered by Jey Uso. Now with Randy Orton up on his shoulder. Into the snake eyes, driving him face first into that turnbuckle, but Randy Orton able to turn things around. Luckily for Randy and Jey Uso, this match wasn't ended in disqualification. But into a DDT now by the Viper Randy Orton. Now pummeling away with some ground and pound on Jey Uso. Disqualifications are a factor, so that's why it would have been unfortunate had the referee turned around and seen what Drew McIntyre was doing. But luckily he was oblivious, and a super kick delivered by Jey Uso. Jey Uso looking to build upon the momentum that he's been gaining in recent weeks. Didn't have the greatest start to Universe Mode, but he's really turned things around, especially since he turned his back on Cody Rhodes. But Randy Orton now looking to stop that momentum in its tracks. And now into the cover. Randy Orton potentially looking for the victory here. Into the cover for a 2 count, but no, Jey Uso showing that resiliency, making his way back to his feet, but straight back into the grasp of the Viper. Randy Orton just hanging Jey Uso up on the top rope there. Now more ground and pound. Randy Orton really does look extra determined here tonight. Let's just hope that he's not listening to those voices in his head too much, because we know how things can go when he does that. Randy Orton now into the power slam. Randy Orton saying that this one's all over. Wiping his hands. Just a 1 count. Jey Uso's got plenty of fight left in him. Now stomp on the arm again, and Randy Orton listening to those voices in his head. Potentially looking to end this matchup into the RKO. This one's got to be all over. Jey Uso in big trouble in the 2 count. Not no. Jey Uso gets the shoulder up again. Oh, Jey Uso just been busted wide open there. Now Randy Orton with a knee to the side of the head, but he misses. Jey Uso able to get out of the way of it, luckily, sending Randy back into the ring. Now Randy looking to take advantage, take control of the match again. A big elbow delivered. Jey Uso really cannot get things going in this match. Randy Orton with an impressive display thus far. Into the spike DDT perhaps. Jey Uso in big trouble now. DDT delivered. Randy Orton closing in on a victory. About to potentially progress and into the RKO again. Jey Uso in huge trouble right now. Can he find the kick out? He can't. The Viper, Randy Orton, stops Jey Uso in his tracks. Well, what a victory that is for Randy Orton. What an impressive display that was as well. Randy Orton, it looked like for a moment there, he may have been thinking about a punt kick, so I'm glad that he didn't go ahead with that, but Randy Orton progresses in the King of the Ring tournament. We will be seeing the Queen of the Ring tournament next week for the first time on Friday Night Smackdown. But as for now, the Viper closes in on a title opportunity